Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is my weekly plan with me for the week of September 12th. So what I'm doing here is going through my weekly reflection sheet for the past week. All of the sheets that I'm using today are from my daily rituals planner that I created, and I will link that below in the description if you are interested in checking that out. So I'm just going through all of the reflection questions that I have. The top one is, what is my one word for the week that's just passed? There's questions such as, what was my lesson? And there's also questions such as, what am I excited about for the week? Or what from the week was I excited about? What do I want to bring more of into my life? What would I like to attract less of into my life? And then I also touch base on, how did I do on the daily rituals that I was wanting to go through? How do I feel about it? Here I'm filling in what was my top highlight. And then I also go through sections such as my biggest lesson, what am I wanting to do next week? Like, what am I feeling inspired to do and why? So that's the box that I'm about to fill in next. And then you'll see the very bottom box is notes for next week. So that's just kind of any notes I have for myself to keep in mind for the week coming up. And that's something I try to fill in each week, but I don't always have a note that I'm wanting. That's not something that's just top of my mind that I don't really need to include there. But this week I did fill that in. And it's just a reminder for myself to trust that what I'm meant to have will come to me and to be patient. This sheet here is my weekly planning sheet. If you did watch my September plan with me, you will see that it is the same format as that one. It's just a different color scheme. And that's because the pink is from my daily rituals bundle and planner, whereas the green one is for the Overcome the Overwhelm bundle, which is the one that I'm using for my wall planning printouts. So it is the same format. You'll see the days of the week are down the left. The middle column is my top goal for the day. And then the right-hand column is for any events. Because I don't have any events this week, I am using this more for my business planning, and then the left-hand side I'm using for my school and my work and life planning. So you will notice on the right-hand side, I'm adding dates of when I'm planning to upload different videos, dates for my newsletter, dates to work on different elements of the course that I'm building. And then the left-hand side, it has tasks such as doing payroll for work, getting my photographs cataloged and creating my cover letter for my immigration application that I'm working on, that I will be sending in at the end of the month, and just kind of different tasks that I'm wanting to work through. Again, if you have watched my other videos, you will know that I am not super strict on completing things on the days that I initially set out to complete them. So I might say that I'm going to do something on a Tuesday and something else on a Thursday, and I allow myself to go through my days and be really intentional with my time. So if I determine that I'm going to be more effective working on something else that I'm wanting to get done that week, or something else that is ultimately important and going to benefit me instead of what I originally planned, I totally just let myself go with the flow on that and kind of mix and match as needed. But I still do like to fill in my weekly planning sheet day by day, just so I have a nice overall vision of all of the different tasks and things that I'm wanting to complete by the end of the week. My camera had a little bit of a struggle focusing on this page, but this is the daily planning page. So in the top section, I am writing my affirmation, and I went with I am happy, healthy, and wealthy. The section I'm filling in now is my to-do list. So it's just all of the tasks that I would like to get done. And again, I kind of do a little bit of a stretch list. So I add some things on there that would be nice to get done, but I know when adding them that there is a good chance that I won't have the time or headspace to get to them. The bottom section is my daily ritual. So it is the habits that I'm working on building and the habits that I have already built up. You'll see there's 9 slots and I only use 6 of those. The nice thing about if you use this planner in its digital format is you can just actually copy and paste your list of daily rituals, so you're not having to rewrite them every single day. So that's a really beautiful functionality if you are using it digitally, like on GoodNotes or something like that, rather than printing it out. The section I'm filling now is my schedule. So rather than hourly, I did create this so that it is by time blocks. I feel like that gives the flexibility to be able to plan and allow yourself to work through your day a little bit more intuitively. And then if you do have something that's at a set time, you can always add the actual time beside it. Like if you have a meeting or appointment or anything like that, you can do that manually. And you'll see I did include the times that each block is made up by. So my morning block is from 6 to 9 and so forth. This sheet here is my daily reflection sheet. So the left-hand side is AM reflection, and that's something you do at the start of the day just to check in with yourself, see how you're feeling going into your day. And also just allowing you to be intentional. So identifying what your top ritual is for the day. Also what you're grateful for. What are you looking forward to the most and the least for your day? And a little bit of reflection on why that might be. And then also your top priority intention. And an intention for me is typically like a goal that you're wanting to accomplish. Then it can also be whatever works for you in terms of, are you being intentional with your thoughts? And for me, I did go with that today. So I just said to be patient. What is meant for me will come to me. And it's just a reminder for myself to pause and allow things to flow to me and relinquish that control that I tend to want to have being a Virgo. And then this bottom section is just a today I feel inspired to. It's just allowing you to tap into your inspiration. And then I did also film my PM reflection. And this one is just checking in on your daily rituals and how you did with those for the day. There's also a section for the highlight of the day. The lesson of the day is next. And I feel like my lesson today was really important. So it is just allowing yourself to rest, but still being in touch with yourself enough to know when you need to push through and honor the commitments that you have made to yourself, and just really striking the balance between the two. And I feel like I did a really good job of that the day that I did film this. And then the one I just filled in is what am I wanting to bring more of into my life? And for me, a theme that I'm seeing is I really need to be more intentional about bringing play and art and creativity back into my life. And then the last one there is just to breathe and let go. And thank you so much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and you can hit the bell to be notified of each time I upload